Hi, welcome to Dark Goddess Moon Tarot. I'm Olivia, and today's reading is going to be for those of us that have been in a very weird mood, a very stagnant energy, or a constricted energy, or an energy of not knowing what the next move is, not knowing what the point of anything is. You may have been feeling very emotional lately. You may have been crying and not knowing why, or not able to regulate your emotions as well as you would like to. There could be a lot of different things you've been feeling. If everything is great in your world, that's wonderful. If this is not going to be your reading, maybe check out some of the shadow work tarot readings on my channel, or check out your zodiac sign. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements are the ones that I recommend watching for. And also dark moon, new moon, timeless energy readings are on the channel. If you have been in a weird energy, welcome. You're not alone. Let's talk to our guides about how do we get out of this. And you know what? I think I'm actually going to start with charms. Now, I normally end with charms, which we might do, but I wanted to start today. Today, the charm pulls are not, it doesn't mean like this reading is or is not your reading. It simply is just going to be signs and synchronicities for those that, if this is resonating, if these are symbols you've been seeing, or if it holds a special meaning to you, then this reading is important to pay extra attention to. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's so many. Okay. We have 2022. So the year 2022 might have just flew out of my hand. That might have been a hard year for some of you. That might be a significant year. Was I holding it the right way? Yeah. Okay. An amphory? I think that's how it's pronounced. It's like the ancient, an ancient vessel. A vessel. A vase. But it's broken. We have dandelion. Money. 333 on the timer there. So maybe this is like you're stressed about finances. Third eye, intuition charm. Third eye chakra is significant here. We have the scales, Libra scales. So Libra might be a predominant, you might have predominant Libra placements in your chart. If you only know your sun sign, start looking into your other signs. You can look that up for free online. And then we have the sun. So that's interesting. Interesting. Okay. Spirit, what the hell is going on with us right now? Oh my goodness, that's a lot. This many just flew out. But we're going to do it. Okay, so we've got the Queen of Cups in reverse. Disconnected from your intuition. The Chariot. The Hierophant in reverse. I'm getting disconnected from your inner teacher. The Devil. Eight of Cups in reverse. And the Four of Cups in reverse. Okay, so let's get into this. We're hanging on to something. We're hanging on to an attachment with the Devil here. And we aren't walking away from it, which is what we need to do. The Eight of Cups upright is about walking away from something permanently, into the unknown. Leaving behind something that's fine. To move on to something that may be challenging ahead, but it's going to be better for us in the long run. And with the Four of Cups in reverse here, with it upright, it's a very apathetic feeling, like apathetic to the gifts that the universe is trying to give us. And if not apathetic, then just unaware, because we're so stuck in our apathy, I'm hearing. So with these being in reverse, it's like we are stuck. We are holding on with the Devil here. Holding on. And this holding on is preventing us from connecting to our intuition, from connecting to our inner teacher. We need to harness our willpower with the Chariot here. This is a call to harness our willpower. The thing about like motivation and willpower and fortitude, the mental strength is, it doesn't come easy. These are things that are challenging for most of us most of the time. That's why there's so much power behind the words. I don't know if that's making sense, but like, that will make sense to some of you. Some of you wordsmiths. I may be talking to people who are writers. English teacher just popped in my head. You may be an English teacher or going to school for that. Interesting. Okay. So what I just saw, I don't know. Yeah. I saw Seven of Swords in reverse, and now I'm seeing Five of Wands in reverse. I started shuffling the deck before I could pull it out, so that's interesting. You see this energy, it's very confusing. It's very like, it's a self-sabotage energy of, and it's sabotaging our ability to, with the Nine of Pentacles here coming out in reverse, our ability to become self-sufficient financially with the money charm. This Five of Wands is about conflict, and with it being in reverse, it's like, this is like our soul telling us like we really need to come out of this conflict, likely within ourselves for this reading. This conflict of holding on to the past, it's preventing us from building our future. Yeah, I'm like rolling my eyes like, yeah, I know. But Spirit, yeah, Ace of Swords in reverse here, like a block from having an epiphany. What else? What can you tell us to help us get more clear on this? Judgment, an awakening, a spiritual awakening just popped out. Spiritual awakening. Wheel of Fortune just popped out. We're in a Wheel of Fortune year, actually. It's 2026 at the time of filming this. Oh, this is my first reading of 2026. Wow. I just realized that. Happy New Year, if you're watching in real time. 2025 was the year of the Hermit. 2026 is the Wheel of Fortune. And The thing about the Wheel of Fortune that I think that some readers don't emphasize is that the Wheel of Fortune doesn't just happen. We are responsible with the Chariot here. We are responsible for taking the mental reins, taking control, and turning the wheel ourselves. That's how we come into self-sufficiency. We have to turn the wheel ourselves. But there may be internal conflicts. There may be attachments to not thinking that we can achieve what we want. I was just watching this video. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll find it and I will add it to the description and the comments. I'll pin a comment. It was so I'm an artist as well as a tarot reader, and she's an artist, and she was talking about someone who was in the tech industry, but he didn't believe that he could create a video game that would, take off and be worth the investment and the time and energy. And so he was just going to settle, work for a company or whatever. And she was explaining that that's self-sabotage. That's like believing that you could never happen for you, believing you could never be self-sufficient because it's too hard. There are too many things to deal with. That is actually blocking you. The universe wants to give you that thing which you want, which you desire. That's the wake-up call that needs to happen. It's time to take the chains off. The chains that are quite loose. I have to be careful. Let's see with the nudity here. But the chains are loose around their necks in the Devil card. They can take them off at any point. So we can open our eyes at any point to the gift that the universe is trying to give us. A soul calling, in the beginning, when you're unaware, when you're in this place and you're unaware of what your soul calling is, it may feel like this nagging, annoying thing. Like, for example, maybe you want to be a working artist, a full-time working artist, but you've not been able to make money from that in the past and you don't know where to start. It feels like it's way too much. There's way too many conflicting ideas. And so you're just stuck in this constriction, in this stagnancy. But your higher self is like, no, honey, we need to walk away from whatever it is. And once again, you do not have to want to be an artist or a writer or something creative for this to apply. But it's about leaving behind something that, yeah, it might be stable. It might be almost, enough money. It might be almost enough emotional fulfillment. It might be almost enough to live a satisfying life. But you're not satisfied. Whether consciously or subconsciously, you are not satisfied. Only take this if it resonates. If it's not resonating, then don't take it, obviously. But the soul calling, in the beginning, it's like a gnawing feeling for some. Like, you may not realize it's your soul calling yet, and you may just be feeling apathetic to life, like Like I said in the beginning, like, what's the point? Why am I here? Why did I go to school for this? Why do I try to do this? Why do I even practice this in my free time? Whatever the case is. Why do I want this? It could never happen for me. I can never, ever make money from it enough to sustain myself. But that's the lie. It's an attachment to these self-limiting beliefs that is keeping us in the conflict, the internal conflict. It's keeping us disconnected from our intuition and our inner teacher, our higher self. And that's the wake-up call. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. What's the next step? What's the next step they can take? Watch that video that I'm going to link. Maybe that will help inspire you. And there are a ton of whatever it is that you think you can't have. Whether because you think you don't deserve it, or it's just not possible to make money from it, or it's not possible to achieve in any sort of way. Look up content creators who are trying to inspire you to get into that thing. You know, who give tips on how you can kind of turn this thought pattern around, the way that you're framing it in your mind. Turn it around to the opposite. Queen of Pentacles in reverse just flipped over. So when the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, this is a call for self-nurturance. It's time for self-care. It's time for tending to the needs in your own garden. Tending to the needs in your own garden. Interesting. And the dandelion is really standing out to me right now. Dandelions make a wish, right? We hold them up and then we blow and then we make a wish. What's your wish? What's your wish? Whatever just came to mind is probably what Spirit is talking about right now. Your higher self, your spirit team. Eight of Swords, the card of self-imprisonment. Yeah. We're doing this to ourselves. Now, that's not to say there might not be external factors that are causing us to do this to ourselves, like limited funds, maybe something that's skewing our perspective, feeling broken from past harmful experiences, maybe skewing our perspective. But if we use our intuition, if we get quiet and use our intuition, we know we are not broken. We are still a work of art. Maybe we're a work in progress. It's not about being the finished piece. It's about the journey of creation. How do we come out of this self-imprisonment, Spirit? How do we break this cycle? How do we come out of this self-imprisonment? How do we move towards whatever this is? And it's going to be different for everybody watching. The Emperor in reverse. This can mean a lot of things, but for this reading, this is a feeling of being disempowered. Once again, this could be feeling disempowered because of your lack of resources or income. It could be feeling disempowered because of the past traumas, experiences. Maybe someone told you you couldn't succeed. Maybe you went to school for something and one of your teachers said something, with the Hierophant in reverse here, said something that made you feel disempowered. They were wrong. That's a very specific message that Spirit wants me to say right now to someone. They were wrong. They could have been projecting. They could have been seeing the tip of the iceberg of what you are capable of creating or doing or inventing. They were wrong. Spirit needs you to hear that loud and clear. That's going to help you feel like you're able to take the mental reins and be the emperor of your own life. Now, if that didn't happen, it could have been in another way. It could have been in, societal pressure, familial pressure, parental pressure. It could have been something a partner said, or a previous partner, or a friend. I mean, it could have literally, if it wasn't something someone said to you, or a collection of things people said to you, it could be other people's limiting beliefs about themselves. Like, for example, your guardians, caregivers growing up, or family members or friends, people around you who were at internal conflict with themselves, that may have imprinted onto you in a sense of not believing you could do it. Well, if they don't believe they can do it, how the heck could I do it? Kind of imprinting. So it's about, we're going to use the Hierophant in reverse again, one of its other meanings, dismantling the systems that came before us. Or for some of us that we've created in our own mind. But with the Eight of Swords here, a combination of some of these things or all of these things, but take some time to think about where these self-limiting beliefs came from, and then dismantle that. Challenge those thoughts, those conflicting thoughts that are conflicting with what your soul knows. Your soul knows. That's why it's so apathetic to life right now, because you're not doing what you're meant to be doing. So what's the point? Okay. Anything else, Spirit? I want to pull some oracle cards too. Let's see. Ace of Swords in reverse again. Yeah. So there's a block on an epiphany. There's a block on a new way of thinking. That's the thing. It's time to start thinking differently. It's time to create new mental processes, because we're going to dismantle the old ones. We're going to leave this disempowered energy behind and step into an energy of empowerment. look at the character in this card. Do you think that this person gives a about what someone said to them about their art or their ability to do this or that? No. This person's doing what they want to do. And they mean business. And they didn't get to this position of being in power by listening to the negative things people said or by allowing their mind to self-sabotage them out of what it is that they want. It's time to walk away, honey. It's time to walk away from the self-imprisonment. It's time to walk away from the internal conflict. It's time to walk away from the apathy and from the indifference. It's time to take the reins of your life and turn your wheel of fortune, because you are meant to be, getting the tingles, you are meant to be financially stable and self-sufficient. You are meant to cultivate a beautiful world around you. It's time for a wake-up call. It's the only way it's going to happen. Yeah, time for an epiphany. New way of thinking. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see if we can get an oracle card to help us with this part of the journey, please. I'm going to try with the Wandering Soul Oracle, but I'm almost feeling like maybe this isn't the right deck. Oh. Thank you. Bound. And then we have Celebrate on the bottom of the deck. What a lovely way to end the message. So bound, that's the constriction I was feeling I was talking about earlier. Like it feels constricted. It feels like we're constricted in the stagnancy. Bound by these ropes. That the chains that bind us are loose. We can take them off at any point. Yes, honey. Thank you, Spirit. Time to celebrate, because now we know. Now we know. Now we know. Thank you. Oh, that was beautiful. If you feel comfortable sharing what it is, if this message resonated with you, if you're still watching, I'm assuming it did, please comment. Leave in the comments if you feel comfortable sharing what it is that you want to bring into this world, what you want to create, or what you want to do with your abilities, with your gifts, with your time, with your energy. What is it that's calling your soul? Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. If you found this video helpful or interesting, please do like the video so that I can help grow the channel and hopefully continue to post these readings. And subscribe so that I can better tap into your energy, and hype the video. That's a new feature. If you can hype the video, that will help me get seen by more people. As of right now, I have 20 subscribers. I am trusting in Spirit that that is going to change, but yeah, it's gonna come from the soul family helping me grow the channel by liking and commenting and sharing and subscribing. So for those of you that have done that so far, thank you so much. You are helping more than you know, and I love you. And until the next time, I am sending you so much love. Take care.